Are you struggling financially? Do you feel like you have nothing at all, nothing left to sustain your life? Well, today I have a powerful message from the Bible, a story that is going to teach us how to turn what we have into abundance. Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Titsi and welcome to my channel, Well-Able Women. Today I have a powerful story from 2 Kings 4 verse 1 to 7. I shall read the story. The widow's olive oil. The wife of a man from the company of prophets cried out to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that he revered the Lord. But now his creditor is coming to take my 2 boys as his slaves." Elisha replied to her, "How can I help you? What do you have in your house?" "Your servant has nothing at all," she said, "except for a small jar of olive oil." Elisha said, "Go around and ask all your neighbors for empty jars." There's a version that also says, go and borrow. Okay, so don't ask for just a few. Then go inside and shut the door behind you and your son. Pour oil into all the jars, and as each is filled, put it to one side. She left him and shut the door behind her and her sons. They brought the jars to her, and she kept pouring. When all the jars were full, she said to her son, "Bring me another one." He replied, "There is not a jar left." Then the oil stopped flowing. She went and told the man of God, and he said, "Go and sell the oil and pay your debts. You and your sons can live on what's left." May God bless the reading of his word. When I read this message, it completely changed my life. I had that aha moment when I discovered the lessons that are coming from this passage of the story. I think we are going to extract about 7 lessons or so. Yeah, 7 lessons. And I'm not going to do all of them in this one video, so I'll break them down. So I think today I'm just going to talk about just the two lessons we get from this story of the widow's olive oil. Imagine a woman who has just lost her husband. Well, I myself, I can relate because it happened to me. After losing your husband, you kind of lose yourself. You lose your identity. Sometimes there were times that I actually felt like I lost even my reason for existence. I only thank God for my son, because the one thing that always brought me back was seeing my little boy there, very young. And I would always say to myself, if I break down like this, if I lose it all like this, what about him? What about him? So I have to be strong to be the mom and to be the dad, try to be the dad. And now financially, he was the head of the family. He was covering all our expenses, everything that we needed. Of course, I was working, but most of the things, most of the items were covered by him, because wow, he was a man. So imagine if that was the condition of this widow. I can only imagine how she felt when, on top of all that, top of all the confusion, all the pains, and all the loss of identity, the loss of I don't know, the reason for existence. You don't see yourself as a person. You just feel like you're just moving. Of course, you're just a body with who's breathing with this breath, but you don't see yourself as a human being anymore. In the midst of all that, now a creditor is coming. There comes a creditor asking for his for the debts that hasn't been paid as yet, and this woman doesn't have anything because she's still trying to figure out how to make her life and her sons comfortable, or maybe not even comfortable. She's just trying to survive. And then this creditor is coming. So where was she going to get this money? Where exactly? This woman was was in trouble. That's all I can say. So I don't know what you're going through. Maybe you're like me, who just lost your spouse and who was your everything, and now you're trying to pick up life again, trying to figure out where you're going, but things are so tough. You don't have money for school fees. You don't know how your children are going to go to school. You don't know how to clothe them, how to feed them. You don't know where they're going to stay. You're struggling. Probably you're moving in the streets. You don't even have a place to stay. I don't know. Maybe there are huge debts that you can't even pay. Probably you even have your husband with you there, but you're struggling financially. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to cover the expenses. You don't know how to cover those outstanding bills that are drowning you each and every day. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm here to telling you that there is this woman. It's not you alone. There's this woman also. She was in the same situation. I guess for her it was even worse because all she had left was her 2 boys. The fact that how they're going to survive was something else, but the fact that she had those 2 boys was still comforting to her. Now this creditor is coming to take the 2 boys that she had. I don't want to imagine that. I don't even want to see myself in that same situation. I really don't want to I don't even want to think about it. This woman was at her lowest point, at her lowest moment in life. I really want to thank God that she didn't give up and she knew where to turn to. So I don't know what you are going through right now in your life, but I wish whatever situation, whatever circumstance that you are in right now, know where to turn to. I want to tell you that God is there for you. He will never leave you. He will never forsaken you. He is there with you right now. He knows what situation that you are in right now. He knows it all. The Holy Spirit is with you. He is with you each and every step of the way. You know, it is always said, somebody preached to me once and said, before you get in that tough situation, God was already there. He already knew that you were going to face that. So he was there before you to make it simpler, or to lift the heavy weight for you. So don't ever think that you are alone. Don't ever think that you are forsaken or you are abandoned. No, he is with you. He knows everything that's going on with you. So be sure, know where to turn to. If you know that if you go to him, surely you will come back with an answer. Surely you will come back with a result. You come back with a solution. Just know where to turn to. Jesus is waiting for you. God is there just waiting for you to go to him and tell him, dear Lord, this is the situation. You already know that this is the situation that I'm in right now. So I'm telling you, please provide the solution for me. This is what this lady did. This is what this widow did. And do you know what? The funny part, Elisha, the man of God, said, how can I help you? Imagine he's saying, how can I help you? Whilst this woman had already told him what she was going through. Here, it only means that sometimes we are in this deep trouble, but we already have the solutions. us, we already have the solutions. The only problem that is the only problem is that there is no revelation. We don't have the revelation only. So sometimes we already have the solutions to the problems that we are in. Then next week, I'll be teaching again, I think about 2 or 3 lessons. We'll be talking about how to increase capacity, because just knowing what you have is not enough. As you can see from the Bible, she was told, now go and borrow, now go and ask for jars from your neighbors, right? So it's not enough just knowing that I'm good at this. We have to take some other steps so that we may be able to reach the financial stability that we are looking for. Thank you so much for staying this far, for up to this end. I hope to see you again next week. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and turn on your notifications so that each and every time I post a new video, you will be notified. Have a blessed week.